Right, that was a lovely little stop, folks. Just took a couple of minutes off the bike. I know I hadn't been riding long, but I am in a bit of pain today with my legs and stuff, so I just thought I'd take a few minutes just to check everything was alright with myself. You know, like my sugar levels and everything because of my diabetes, and I just took some of my painkillers as well, so hopefully they will help. Oh, I forgot about these bloody speed bumps. Didn't see it until it was a bit too late to swerve. There you go, that's me being distracted. That time round I got them. But yeah, no, lovely little stop at Pitstone Windmill. So if you're ever around this area and you want a lovely bit of scenery, or even a good photo opportunity, then I would definitely recommend you stopping by Pitstone Windmill. If there's any good snaps and I like them, I shall probably pop them in the video somewhere. Yeah, I have a little flask of tea with me, so I had a cheeky cup of tea while I stopped. You can't beat a nice cup of tea anyway, in my opinion. Especially when it's a cold day on the bike. It's always good to have some provisions with you. So some drink, some food. Doesn't have to be loads of food. Just you know, a few little snacks. And I mean, like I say, this is not going to be a massive long ride today. It's just going to be a nice, relaxed ride through some beautiful little villages, some nice countryside on such a beautiful day. It's such a beautiful day that I don't really want to head home at any point until it gets dark. But I probably shall have to get back because of like I say, I'm in a bit of pain, so I don't want to take the mick. I had a phone call from Triumph just before Christmas actually, and they asked me if I'd like to go down and test the new Trident 660. I could do a 10-mile spin on it. I don't know what you people think of that, like the viewers. Would you like to see me on a Triumph to test it out, see what I think of the bike? If so, please leave me a comment. Just let me know what you think. Should I specifically stick to my Meteor and do no other thing, or should I go take the opportunity, have a test ride, make a little video about it if I can? I mean, that's if the offer's still on the table from Triumph, or just leave it. Personally, I wouldn't mind going to test it out. I mean, I won't buy one. The Meteor is exactly the bike I want. I mean, I did test ride a few bikes beforehand, and this was by far my favourite, even out of the bigger engine machines and things. This was, I mean, hence why I bought it. Just gone 3 miles worth, and that's a lovely little place. Lovely little place. There's a lovely 2 reservoirs here, the Tring reservoirs, and just absolutely stunning. I come here quite often just for the views and to see the wildlife and whatnot. Further down here is another of my favourite spots, Woolston Reservoir. I used to go there all the time, but since COVID I haven't really bothered because of the hide there, so the bird hide. It's quite difficult to I mean, it's large, but it's not massive, if that makes sense. And personally, because of all my health issues, I don't like the idea of sitting cramped in there, because I know people will cram in there. I just don't fancy being around so many people all in a very cramped, tight space. So I've just noticed my saddlebag is flapping about a bit, so I need to pull over and sort that out. So I'm nearly at Wilston, so what I'll do is pull into the Wilston Reservoir car park and just sort that out. I know it's my own idiotic fault. I must have forgot to tighten the do the strap up. I know I did one side up, but I think I left the other side, and it's just come undone and it's flapping about. Which one is a bit distracting for me, but probably distracting for other road users, thinking there might be things in there. There's nothing in there, it's an empty bag at the minute. But the lid to it's flapping about like a good one. Oh, it's very busy. It is very busy again. And I don't fancy riding through a bloody puddle. So what I'm going to do is just pull up at the end if I can somewhere and just sort that bag out. Should be alright for a minute. So I got one of the Oxford Stormex covers. I think it's called Stormex. The other day, and so far it's a very, very good bit of kit. It's really good for keeping the bike nice and dry, obviously, but we've had a lot of wind recently, and it's been really blustery and really annoying when my other cover would sort of flap about loads, and you know, I don't want it to damage the bike when it's flapping about. Obviously I don't want it to damage the bike in any sort of way. So I invested in the Stormex because I heard a lot of good things about them. So I put it on, and it's brilliant. It doesn't move at all. When the wind's really strong, it just stays put. Which is exactly what I wanted. Not just that, it's so just the feel of it just feels so durable. We had a lot of rain. We had some snow actually last night. It's all gone now by the look of it, but we had some snow last night, and yeah, I took the bike cover off, and everything was nice and dry. It wasn't freezing cold. It was, you know, there wasn't loads of moisture on the bike or condensation. So I'm really happy with that Stormex cover so far. So I think that was a worthwhile investment. So if anyone out there is looking for a decent bike cover, you know, who doesn't have a garage or doesn't have anywhere to put their bike inside, then I would recommend it. Just coming back into Aston Clinton, which we were here a little bit earlier in the video, in a different part, albeit the same place. These gloves that I've got, these Oxford gloves, I recently got as well. I've got them at the beginning of December, and they're really good. I mean, my fingertips are a little bit cold, but it is. When I pulled over, I checked, it was 2 degrees over in Pitstone. So, and obviously when you're on a bike, you work out how fast you're going, the wind, etc., etc. You're not in 2 degrees. You're going to be in the minuses by that time. So, you know, I do expect it to be pretty chilly. But they're actually holding up pretty well. A lot better than any other glove I've ever worn. They do keep my hands nice and warm. Like I say, it's just my fingertips are a little bit chilly, but I'd rather have a little bit chilly than freezing cold and like turning into ice. It is just absolutely stunning today though. I'm so happy that the sunshine's come out. a wonderful day to be on a motorcycle. So this is a lovely fast bit of road if you want to go fast. It goes from sort of the edge of Aylesbury down into Western Turville. It's one of them sort of really very country sort of lanes that's just bumpy as hell. Which ain't great when you're on a bike and you're just getting like bounced everywhere, but to be fair, this bike is very comfortable, so you don't feel it too much. I just don't want this ride to end, you know. It's just absolutely beautiful to be on the bike. You know, I haven't ridden down this road in a long time, but used to be quite a good fun bit of road. So this on the left hand side of me is Holton Airfield, which is obviously associated with the RAF. Oh my god, loads of dirt on the road, so that means my bike's gonna have dirt all on it now. Well, such as with winter riding, sort of expect it. But yeah, this is Holton Airfield. Right, well, I do need to get some petrol, so I'll pull in and see whether or not I want to carry on with the ride, or whether or not I'm gonna have to head home. So I'll fill up and then make a decision on what I think's best.